Papua New Guinea represents the smaller economies, the emerging economies, the new markets, new frontiers, and of course the challenges that many nations similar to PNG face. So we take our place in APEC with full knowledge that we not only represent PNG, but the smaller Pacific Island nations and the emerging economies and small nations. If industrialization was the cause of climate change and the present conversation around care for planet Earth, the next big wave of conversation would be around poverty and poverty alleviation. Poverty from within nations who have developed, but also poverty from emerging economies. And I represent the type of nations that are emerging, trying to find their way in the global trade, global flow of goods and services. Today, hopefully, the conversation led by the biggest economy, the United States of America, here in a city where diversity is really known for. Hopefully, the conversation migrates towards a fairer economy, fair and open flow of goods and services, trade, and innovation that is found elsewhere should be migrated freely to other parts of planet Earth so that we all enjoy the benefit of innovation and trade and commerce. I was very happy last night to hear President Biden and President Xi Jinping having warm and cordial conversations at the back or margins of APEC. APEC, 62% of world trade, the biggest bloc in as far as commerce and trade is concerned. I'm happy that the San Francisco APEC is able to bring the two leading economies, USA and China, together. When they sniff, the world picks up cold in as far as in the context of economy. And so I think the two leading economies coming together, global economies, especially those who lead in global economy coming together under APEC. Papua New Guinea looks forward to contribute in our own small way, voice of encouraging that let's all work together, despite the many sets of differences we may have, finding common grounds in fair trade. And I'm using the word fair trade as a deliberate so that all prosper in the context. In a world that is currently filled with many contests, the unnecessary atrocities and struggles we have in Eastern Europe, in Middle East and elsewhere, in my view, solutions can be found not just in politics but in commerce and trade. When everyone has a take-home in terms of the economic plate being sufficient, then the world will be a better place. If industrialization caused concern in the last 100 years, mark my word, poverty will be a major cause of concern going forward. And we hope this contribution, this APEC, is a benchmark that has a elevated voice on taking everyone with each other as we go journey forward instead of leaving the smaller economies behind. That is something PNG would want to see. Hopefully for PNG, finding a few investors who would want to invest in a vibrant democracy where the rule of law prevails, where the judiciary is totally independent from the government. We are a big democracy. We're not a small island state. We're a big island country in the middle of the conversation that rotates around Indo-Pacific. You cannot go past PNG in the conversation around Indo-Pacific. We are right in the heart and soul of this. Next door to Indonesia, just a little bit above Australia, and has the 15 other Pacific nations with us. We hope to go back from this APEC with a greater sense of awareness on our presence in APEC, but more importantly, our link to the smaller economies in our region, as well as the conversation around migrating investors to come into PNG to produce. And if investors in USA especially, my targeted approach, investors in US, as I stand on US soil for you, you have a vibrant democracy right in the face of Asia. This is a place where you could come and pick a real estate and reside in my country, produce and export to the Asian marketplace. My country has substantial forests, 1/3 of world's forests, tropical rainforest, I beg your pardon, is in my country. 6% of world's biodiversity is in my country. We have 15 to 20% of world's tuna stock caught in my country. We have sufficient land for agriculture that has 365 days of sunshine and water all year round. That is a good place for investment. I just hope some investors, or a pool of investors, and I've been meeting many of them in the last few hours I've been here. We just hope some investors who want to participate with me, especially in the focus on migrating from export of raw produces to export of finished produce in my country. Hopefully they come back to PNG and be with us.